It is a heavy, quiet ache to watch everyone else find love, while your prayers for a life partner seem to bounce off the ceiling. You wonder what is wrong with you. You wonder if you are destined to be lonely forever. But a divine delay is never a denial. Today, we unravel why God pauses your love life to heal you first. When you are trapped in a season of waiting, it's easy to feel forgotten. But what if your singleness isn't a punishment? What if it's a rescue mission? God cares more about your legacy than your current comfort. Let's explore the 4 powerful signs that He's keeping you single to break a generational cycle. Sign number 1. You keep finding yourself drawn to the exact same type of emotionally unavailable people, unconsciously repeating a painful family pattern. Growing up, you might have watched your parents cycle through chaos, neglect, or conditional love. To your subconscious mind, chaos feels like home. If God allowed you to marry right now, you would choose a partner based on your unhealed trauma, rather than your divine destiny. He has to stop that loop. He's letting the wrong doors slam in your face so you can finally ask yourself, why do I keep settling for a love that requires me to lose myself? The delay is your training ground. God is reconditioning your heart to recognize peace as attractive and toxicity as something to walk away from. When you finally lose your appetite for the familiar pain that broke your mother or your father, the cycle begins to shatter. You are being rewired. Sign number 2. God is pulling up the deep, hidden roots of insecurity and fear that you didn't even realize were buried in your soul. Generational chains aren't just external behaviors, they're internal mindsets. Thoughts like, I'm not enough, or everyone leaves, run deep. If you enter a marriage with these hidden roots, you'll expect your spouse to heal wounds that only God can touch. You'll turn a partner into an idol. So God isolates you, not to lonely abandonment, but to sacred solitude. He takes you into the deep places of your heart to dig out the weeds. This process hurts. It feels like heartbreak after heartbreak, but it's actually a divine surgery. He's replacing rotten roots with a foundation of worth. When you know exactly who you are in God, you stop begging for scraps of affection. You become a woman who knows her value, breaking the chain of insecurity. Sign number 3. God is preparing you to be the gatekeeper of a brand new bloodline. He's raising your standards to an entirely different level. In many families, dysfunction passes down seamlessly because no one ever stands up and says, "This stops with me." God chose you to be that person. Being a gatekeeper means you cannot marry just anybody. Your choice of a spouse will determine the emotional and spiritual climate for your future children. If God let you rush into a relationship right now, you might compromise just to stop the loneliness, but a compromised foundation cannot support a new legacy. He's making you wait so that your standards become unshakable. You're not just looking for a boyfriend, you're looking for a generational partner. When you refuse to lower your guard for temporary comfort, you protect the future. You ensure that the buck stops with you and blessing begins with you. Sign number 4. You feel an undeniable shift in your spirit. The old desires are dying, and you're starting to crave purpose over purely romance. There was a time when being alone terrified you. You used to chase people, beg for texts, and tolerate disrespect just to feel loved, but not anymore. Now you protect your peace fiercely. You find joy in your own company, your own hobbies, and your deeply personal relationship with God. This shift is the ultimate indicator that the generational cycle of desperation is dead. You no longer need a relationship to validate your existence. When you become content in the waiting, the enemy loses his leverage over you. You can no longer be bribed with a counterfeit love. This shift means the healing is taking hold. You are finally ready to receive the healthy, covenant love that God has been preparing for you all along. Let's look deeper into why this process takes so long. Breaking a generational cycle isn't like fixing a bad habit, it is rewriting history. Think about the decades, maybe even centuries of heartbreak, divorce, and emotional trauma that have flowed through your family tree unchecked. You're asking God to stop a freight train of dysfunction that has been gaining momentum for generations. That requires an immense spiritual shift. If He gave you the blessing of a godly relationship too soon, the weight of your family's unhealed past might crush it before it can bloom. God is a master craftsman. He doesn't patch over old wounds. He melts you down to forge something entirely new, strong, and enduring. So when the delay feels unbearable, remember the scale of what He's building through you. You are the pivot point of your entire family history. It is completely okay to cry. Healing doesn't mean you don't feel the sting of loneliness or the heartbreak of watching another year pass by single. God sees every tear you've shed into your pillow. He counts every lonely Friday night. He is close to the brokenhearted, comforting you gently. Do not waste this season mourning what hasn't happened yet. Lean into the community, the friendships, and the passions God has placed right in front of you. Build your life so beautifully right now that whenever your future partner finally arrives, they will feel like an addition to your joy, not the source of it. Your worth is completely independent of your relationship status. You are fully loved, fully seen, and intentionally chosen by the Creator of the universe. Trust His timing, even when it makes no sense to your human timeline. God has never been late to a single promise He has made to His children. What lies on the other side of your obedience is a love that looks completely different from anything your family has ever seen before. Imagine a relationship built on mutual respect, deep emotional maturity, unshakable trust, and a shared spiritual foundation. Imagine raising children who never have to heal from their childhood because you chose to heal from yours first. That is the true prize. You are paying the price in solitude so that the generations after you can inherit the prize of peace. Your sacrifice is not in vain. One day, you will look back on this exact season of waiting with tears of profound gratitude, thanking God for every single door He kept shut. You will see clearly that His delay was actually His highest form of protection and love for you and your future family. If you felt this message deep in your soul today, take heart. You are not rejected. You are being carefully prepared for something greater. If you want to join a community of people breaking chains and building purposeful lives, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Leave a comment below with the words, "My cycle is broken," to declare your healing today. Let's encourage one another in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Keep choosing peace, keep trusting the process, and remember, God's timing is always worth the wait. See you next time.